Welcome to another episode of the Man U podcast. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna go. I'm hosting today, so we're going. You know what I'm saying, off the top. The first thing I can remember is obviously what happened this last week. Henry Ruggs. Yeah. I don't even know.
Hey,
as a Raiders fan,
I'm
sad. Yeah, as a Raiders fan, I'm highly upset. As a human being, I'm sad for everybody. I'm gonna let y'all take this one because I don't really have much to say, honestly. Jeff, you go first.
Can I get first crack at this?
Go ahead, Jeff.
Yes.
Okay. You're a successful young man, 22 years old, $17 million contract, guaranteed. You're on a team. Derek Carr is sitting there telling you, hey, I got you. He's still throwing you the ball, even though you're dropping the ball on him. Like, they got trust in you. The organization's behind you. Why are you even coming close to any of that? I'm telling you, if you pay me $17 million for 4 or 5 years to go out on a field and play football, I'm not touching anything that might jeopardize that. These young kids, I know you want to have fun. Secure your bag. Stop messing with the club. Stop messing with the gun. Stop drinking and driving. Just stop all that nonsense. Get to football. Do your job. If we did that, our job is firing us. We're going to probably more jail. There's a lot more other topics to that. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Young guys, learn how to secure the bag. Stop fumbling it.
I guess I'll go next.
Facts.
I guess this is another how important it is to like mentor your kids, man. Like, where's his people at? You know what I'm saying? Where's the
girl,
guidance? Right? You know who your girl is. Like, your girl should be like, yeah.
Yes.
His girl should be like, nah, we're not doing this. Like, where are your people at? Where are your friends at? Where's your mentor at? It's very important that we just hold on to our kids, man. I think every time something goes down, I'm a new father. I think about my kid now. It's like, man, what if that was my kid on both sides of the situation? What if my kid got hit? What if my kid hit somebody? And it's like, man, I just hope I do everything in my power to make sure that she knows right from decisions. And as far as decisions, man, he got to eat this one. You know, you're responsible for everything that you do, man. So you took a life, you have to eat it, man. You got to take responsibility for it. Do what he's got to do. I hope he gets some help. Shout out to the victim's family. You know, they're going through. Yeah, bro. I remember we were talking about it. I was in class and I was like, man, we all thought it was Ruggs that passed away. I'm like, man, sad. Tragic. I was like, nope. It was sad, man. And they releasing the videos and stuff. Like, those calls are hard to go on. Those are tough calls to go on. Car on fire, somebody in it. That's just a bad day, man. Bad day. I think they'll make an example. I don't know. They want NBA to come. They want baseball to come. Josh Jacobs already been in a situation. I think they're going to give him, I'd say 5. He can do 5. My first opinion, he'll do 5. That's all I got on it.
Scoop.
All right, man. This one actually hit me tough because, like, when the news came down, like, I was at work and like one of the guys at work was Googling it and he was like, dude, and I mean, Joseph, 38? So he's up there and he was just like, oh, you know, these young kids, this, and this. And for me, you know, for my 22nd birthday, I bought my Mustang. And I remember speedometer said 200. I'm pushing it to as far as I can to get to 200 at any given point. You know, definitely had my time as the Playboy scene. You know, I had the nice little drop top and everything. So I know for a fact, like, I used to hit downtown. We used to get drunk and I used to be like, nah, I can make it home. And so, like, for me, when I heard that come down, like, it just hit me where I was like, man, I got to thank God that he watched over me many a night, because I definitely put myself in that situation multiple times. It goes back to like what they say when you get car insurance. Like, I never understood it, where they were like, young men have that alpha syndrome where they're going to drive fast. So men under 25 have higher car insurance no matter what. And as soon as that happened, I was like, dang, this is exactly why. And, you know, another thing about it was the consequences for athletes have to become more severe. Like, I understand they're athletes. I understand they're supposedly role models in the city and kids look up to them. But you also have to remember, like, situations like this happen because Max Crosby got caught drinking and driving. It was hey, he didn't, he's only going 20 over the speed limit, go home. Josh Jacobs was going 100. You go to court, we go throw it under the rug. Nobody, doesn't matter.
That's just anybody with money, though. That's not even just athletes. It's just a money status in general. Who can hire the best lawyer?
And then soon as like it comes down to Henry Ruggs and it's like, boom, he killed somebody. And now you got like everybody in the world trying to hang him. And I'm like, dude, like, yeah, like this shit is horrible on both sides. Like, to the family, man, if I had a 23-year-old daughter or a 23-year-old sister and you telling me that somebody killed her because they decided they would get behind the wheel of a car drunk, oh man, I might be in jail. But it's also like, I look at it from Henry Ruggs' side where it's like, I was that kid. Like, I know at 22 to 26, I thought I was invincible. Couldn't nobody tell me nothing. Like, I'm good. And so it's like, now being 30, it's mentally, I'm like, dude, what was wrong with me? But then it's also like, I remember being at that age thinking like, oh, I'm an alpha male. Can't nobody tell me nothing, thinking I was higher than high. And so it's a situation, man. Like, it sucks. And the worst part about it is it's going to happen again. And that's what, and every time something like this happens, that's all I can ever think is it's going to happen again. And we're going to be right back in the same predicament of how can we stop this from happening?
Yeah. If I could just add something real quick. I know we're trying to, keep it organized with the time, but close to home too, because my boy K Smooth, he lost his dad, got hit by a DUI driver and do no jail time. So I remember we were having conversations about like people don't do jail time for that. They really don't. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens. I think there's going to be a lot of politics involved. So it's going to be interesting to see. But if he doesn't do 5, but then I remember my boy's case because he was telling me about it. Yeah, people really don't do jail time for this. They really don't. So we'll see what happens, man.
Moving on from honest game.
No, I said I didn't have much to say about it because honestly I don't. I can't wrap my brain around the fact that you would put yourself at that much risk. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, I've done stupid stuff before, but it's like I obviously wasn't a millionaire at 20.
Yeah, we ain't sitting on millions. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we're not sitting on like Nick. Like, we weren't in that position. So it's
generational
like,
wealth.
And it's exactly what you said, Jordan. Where's your guidance? Where's your mom or your pops being like, okay, y'all going out tonight? Let me drive you.
Like
you
where
know
your
what I'm
boys
saying? Like, because I know
teammates.
you just got that new car. I know you want to drive it fast, but we're not doing that tonight. Like, you going out drinking? Okay, well, I'm going to drive you. He was on the phone with DC earlier that night asking for golf tips. Like, DC got to be feeling a kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Because you know what I'm saying? Because what if he did think maybe Ruggs is a little lit? Maybe I should ask him to drive, and maybe I should ask if I could pick him up, and he didn't. You know what I'm saying? That's got to make he has to feel crazy about that. And it's just, I think DC said what he needed to say the right way, because obviously people need to realize that these guys are brothers. Like, yeah, they play football, but nigga, these teammates, your brothers for real. You see them more than you see your family. You know, you spend more time with them than you do with anybody else. You know, Keyshawn Nixon still posting pictures of him and Ruggs because that's his brother, bro. And like, for people to expect them just to be able to move on because they have a game on Sunday, like, that's not realistic.
I wouldn't be shocked if Devontae Smith didn't play. You know how close they are.
Dude, I'm saying, like, all these Alabama boys, they all close, and he's from Alabama. So it's like, it's sad. The only thing I can do for him is pray for him that he is able to sit down and be safe through that and turn it around. He probably will never play football again, but he'll be like, even if he does play football again, they're gonna use him as like, the sober, he might not play in the NFL, but that doesn't mean he can't go to CFL, he can't go to the rock shit, he can't, you know what I'm saying? There'll be other play. If he really wants to play football, he can go play football somewhere. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So it's like
Desert Breeze Park every Saturday.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll see you,
exactly. You know, so
I need a burner on my
their
team.
family. You know, it's sad for everybody, but yeah, just
man.
guys, just get a limp.
Yeah,
and it's not that serious. But anyway, moving on. Aaron Rodgers, this guy.
Some shit just came out right now.
So Aaron Rodgers. So Aaron Rodgers back in August was asked in an interview if he was immunized, and he said yes. Well, no, he said he asked him if he was vaccinated, and he said yes, I'm immunized. That's what his response was. Coming to find out, he has not taken the vaccine, and he has COVID, and some of his other teammates have had COVID. So, and with this one, I don't even know what do you do? Does he need to be suspended? Does he need to?
No.
What kind of repercussions do you think needs to happen,
dude? Man,
speak on it, Jeff.
Everybody's acting. I'm immunized. There's no immunization for the COVID, bro.
Means.
That means that you can't get it. You can get the vaccine, you can still get it. There's no immune to it. So for people to take that statement and run with it and say like, oh, he's lying to us,
right?
No, you can't be immune to it. So what are we doing here? Why are we giving him such a hard time, bro? He's not vaxxed.
Right.
Hey, he got
how can you punish somebody for the same thing that you're not going to punish somebody else for when the consequences are exactly the same? Vax or no vax, you can still get COVID.
There's no immunization.
But yet there's not the same standard. If I don't get the vax, I can't take 2 tests in a row. And if the 2 tests say that I'm good, go out and play. But if I get the vax, all I need is 2 tests and I'm good. No, that don't make no damn sense. I'm sorry. I'm way against this.
Yeah, no, I just find it funny because I'm like even when you watch ESPN, like they're on Aaron Rodgers' head, but I'm like, Wisconsin's not a mandated state, so therefore he didn't have to get it. And like Jeff just said, like if Saquon Barkley tested positive, Saquon Barkley took 2 negative tests back to back. Saquon Barkley's back at the facility today practicing. Aaron Rodgers has to sit out 10 days no matter what, no test. But what if he's asymptomatic? What if it was a false positive? But just because he doesn't have a shot, it don't matter. And so, and like that's where like when people are like, oh, are you against the vaccine and all that? And I'm like, if you took away politics out of this and what they show you on TV and really sat down and thought about it, shot or no shot, you still got to wear a mask. You can still get it. Nothing changes. And so they told you, oh, you're slowing the spread. But can we guarantee scientifically actually prove that, and not from a journal of a selected group? And see, like, this is where like I get frustrated because I studied science in college, and I get mad because people are like, well, I saw a study, and I'm like, what was the subject group? I can take 3 people and tell you I did a study and 100% of the people came back negative, or I could take a study group of 4,000 people, run a test, and 70% come back and they caught it. But all you know are the numbers. You don't know the sample size and everything else. And so like, that's why I've been explaining to people when they're like, well, no. And I'm like, they can tell you whatever they want on TV and show you numbers, because when you're looking at percentages, you don't know the amount. But once you know the amount, that's what
70% of 5 people.
Like 50% of 5 people versus 70% of 5,000 people is a different ball game. But they're like, oh, well, because they did a study in NYC, and I'm like, you scroll to the bottom, study of 25 people. Okay, out of 25 people, you lost 3 of them to the vaccine. That's actually a very high number. But
here's the problem:
look less.
There's the guidelines set by the government, right? But then you got everybody else trying to find loopholes around what they should and should be doing, what they can and cannot be doing. Oh, we have these rules in place. We have this. Everybody's different, bro. We're not on the same page as a nation as it comes for this COVID shit. That's why we're Gabe. Yeah.
That's how I feel.
You gotta put it back. You gotta leave it, bro.
Hey, put that thing back on there.
This that let's go, Brandon moment.
Oh my God.
I just don't know why we can't get on the same page, man. Get on the page, bro. It's just wild to me, bro. Let it be a choice, and then we can all still do, different things to make sure we don't get it. Wash your hands, wear your mask when you're supposed to. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have my vax, but I wear my mask everywhere I'm at. I'm with a crowd of people wearing my mask. And people, because they say you got to be around somebody for 15 minutes. Well, you shouldn't be that close with somebody. If it ain't my
Right.
girl, then I ain't gonna be close with you. I shouldn't be out with you for 15 minutes.
Let me
Right,
be your breath for 15 minutes, dog.
Hey, but
I don't know, man.
so like we talk about this, but here's another issue to that, guys. We watch TV. You got somebody like Aaron Rodgers who will say, I'm immunized. And then you got these other people we know they're not getting vaxxed. They will go on TV and they're either told or forced to say they have to say, go get the vax.
right.
We know plenty of people on TV that did not get the vax and are out there promoting, go get the vax, just because there's a dollar sign or an agenda behind it. That shit's got to stop.
Yeah, you're right. It's pretty crazy. I don't think that. Yeah, I don't think that they've thought about this too much. I think it was kind of a quick put together plan before the season started on how they would treat vaccinated players and unvaccinated players. They obviously are with the agenda on pro-vaccination, which is why they're making it such a hard thing for unvaccinated players to go through. Like, hey, do you want to have to sit and do this and miss potentially 2 games, miss potentially 2 checks because you didn't want to come take this shot? That's pretty much what they're saying, you know, with doing that. So, yeah, I don't think it's fair. And he should be activated after this game, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess we just got to see what happens.
I wish he missed last week.
Unlike Kyler Murray.
Yeah, I wish he
Wait,
missed
hold
last
on.
week.
Speaking of missing, hold on. I know this isn't on subject, but I did get a notification. Kyler and DeAndre are not playing this weekend.
Not expected to play.
Not expected to play. I know Kyler rolled his ankle up. I don't know what happened to D-Hop. I didn't see him get injured at all. Did you see him?
So
what was he dealing with?
This is what happened, right? He played. Coach took him out because we'll get to it later. He's my limit of the week, which we discussed last week because, oh boy, he had a touchdown but face masked somebody. During that, he made his hamstring worse. He was straight. Coach pulled him out. Coach pulled in the game, didn't tell nobody. He just went in the package. Must have kicked somebody else.
That's right.
And because Clip was hot. Clip was hot that he did that, and he re-injured it playing the game. We needed that spark though. It kept us in the game. It gave us more momentum. But it's long. But I give him credit though. You want to play, man. He's a beast. So he's a different dude. But now we're missing the game now. So get the L ready.
Right. And speaking of missing games, Mr. Henry out for the season. Sad, obviously. I wish David was here so we could see his reaction.
He would have called me the biggest hater in the world. He's been doing it all week.
So we're going to shift over a little bit to fantasy football talk. Who are you guys? We'll just do standard PPR leagues instead of our dynasty league because our dynasty league obviously has nobody available. Standard PPR 10-12 team league. Who are you guys looking for on the waiver wire? Obviously, you can never replace Derrick Henry, but to kind of get you some points and get you by in the meantime.
I mean,
any standouts?
Does it have to be running back?
Grab AP where I could.
It depends on it depends on your situation, right? Like if you have another running back on the bench who you could start, elevate. So like I don't know, maybe you had Javonte Williams or something, you know what I'm saying, that you could now put in a starting position, or Kenyon Drake, who seems to be, like a Kenyon Drake seems to be getting more reps since Bisaccia came over. There's a lot of running backs that you could use in the meantime, but what would you do? Obviously, Adrian Peterson got signed.
Yeah, I grabbed him where I could. I'm just a little scared that he's better than them boys in Baltimore. He is. But that situation scared me because it's like they didn't grab. They went. Remember, we were grabbing all of that. But it's like, who's really gonna get this workload? And then the Titans, man. I don't know, man. I grabbed AP where I could. I guess AP. To answer your question, Adrian Peterson was a pickup this week, just to see what happens.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I picked him up as soon as I heard the news.
I'm not going running back, guys. We got two big quarterbacks out. You got Kyler out. You got Rodgers out. Go get Jordan Love. Kid balled out in preseason. You can't scout him. What do you got? 2 games in preseason to scout?
Mhm.
Man,
Yeah.
go pick up Jordan Love. He's gonna ball out.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm about to go
Jordan
grab him
Love.
right now in the Kyler league because I didn't know Kyler was out. I haven't really been paying. I've been arguing with y'all about Drake and Kanye all day. I forgot about fantasy, but I'm gonna try to go grab Jordan Love where I got Kyler.
Scoop, who you picking up?
If I had Derrick Henry and he went down, I know Boston Scott is in a couple of leagues and Boston Scott went off last week, but also Philip Lindsay. Like
No,
Ooh, okay.
no.
David Johnson's injured. Mark Ingram just got traded back to New Orleans. I'm gonna put Philip Lindsay in there and let him go off.
He ain't
Jeff,
even
remember,
heading it. Rex Burkhead done and took his job.
Tyrod is back too.
Yeah.
So that changes.
Yeah,
That changes.
But
things.
Rex Burkhead took his job. Philip Lindsay
Rex
ain't touching it. Rex Burkhead took your job. If that takes
Rex
your
Burkhead.
job, dude, I ain't going after you on a waiver wire when Rex
Well,
Burkhead
they're not
took your
putting
job.
Rex Burkhead in on third down, on passing downs. They're gonna put in Lindsey.
That's exactly when they're putting him in.
Nah,
He
but
is a
way
pass
too much
catching
Texans
back.
football.
Burkhead, Burkhead give you one good game a year, every year. Like where he go out there and he put up some godly fantasy numbers.
Like last year against the Raiders, this nigga had 2 tubs, like 80-something yards. Who the fuck is this nigga, man?
Then all of a sudden, like he go back to his little.
Then he trash.
He go back to his cubby.
It's because he doesn't get used. All you got to do is get a coach and less running backs. They don't have running backs. Rex Burkhead takes the job.
Yeah, sure.
Man, Rex Burkhead, come over here. We need you.
To the Panthers? Get out of here.
I need Rex Burkhead on the Panthers.
All right, so this week we had the trade deadline, which was super mid. No big. Yeah, that shit was trash. No big names got moved.
Von Miller.
Yeah, well, that was. Oh yeah, you're right. You know, we had one guy, Mr. Miller, Von Miller. Bronco sent his ass packing up to LA or over to LA, and honestly, I think LA was like plus 600 to win the Super Bowl. I'd put my money on that. I'd gladly go put $100 down right now, because I think this makes them. It has to make them the favorites to win the NFC. Who's going to beat them?
I really like Tampa Bay, but ever since the Von Miller thing, dude, you just can't. How are you going to stop that?
The one way to beat Brady is to do what?
Pressure.
Pressure his ass.
Pass rush and man coverage.
And with 2 of the best pass rushers since what?
History.
Von Miller came in 2012, right?
Yep.
And he's probably been the best outside linebacker, DN, hybrid, whatever the fuck you want to call him, since he came in the league. He has the most sacks.
Highest rated and then you got Pro Football.
Yeah. And then you have Aaron Donald, who may be the best defensive player to ever put on cleats. And then you got back there, way in the back, you got Jalen Ramsey. That if anybody somehow gets past those first 2 levels, they got him.
Right.
You know, I can't even think of a defense who's had 3 top 5 players at their position on the field at the same time.
There was a guy named Terrell Suggs, a guy named Ray Lewis, and a guy named Ed Reed, all playing at the same time.
Was Terrell Suggs the top 5
they
DN?
did.
He was.
They went to the Super Bowl and won it.
Yeah, well, I mean, earlier than that, when they were like in their primes, you remember they had Trent Dilfer at quarterback. What's the name? Hasselbeck played for a season there.
Suggs wasn't on the team yet when they won that first.
No, Suggs wasn't there yet.
Nah, and so
I don't even think Ed Reed was there yet for the first one.
First one,
Ed Reed wasn't.
No, Ed Reed
wasn't there.
It was.
No, he came the year after. He got drafted the year
after. Wasn't it his rookie year? It was the year he got drafted, but he didn't play. All right.
Honestly, don't know. I'd have to.
No, he wasn't there. He got drafted, I think, the year after.
They won that Super Bowl in 2000, and he got drafted in 2002.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But no, but the thing with the Ravens was there's been defenses that have been stacked like this, but the issue has
had no offense.
When you look on the other side of the ball, there was because put it this way, remember when the Broncos went to the Super Bowl with Rex Grossman? They had
the Bears.
I mean the Bears.
The Bears.
When they had Peanut Tillman, Brian Urlacher, what's his name? And they had a good pass rush.
Lance Briggs.
And it was bro, but you got to the Super Bowl and Devin Hester wasn't returning kicks, and all of a sudden you were like, dude, what happened?
He returned the one. He returned the opening kick, and he didn't do shit after that.
Yeah, so
Well, I don't think they kicked it to him after that. Honestly,
we've seen stacked defenses like this before. We've just the scary thing about the Rams is if you go to the other side of the ball, you have probably, if not the most explosive offense in the league right now.
And they recruiting Odell right now. Von Miller going crazy on it right now.
They got to chill. They got to chill.
Bro, don't do that. Stupid. That would be a huge mistake. Huge mistake.
We were talking about Odell last night, and Jeff brought up a good point, which kind of like closed the argument. Whoever has the best defense will win a championship. Bucks had it last year. That Rams defense retarded. And then with us losing J.J. Watt, I just took us out. In my opinion, I just took us out of contention, man. We needed him bad, but we'll see what happens, bro.
That is that NFC West is no joke right now.
I will say it a million times. Offense will get you to the show. Defense will win the whole damn thing for you.
Yeah,
you got to have offense to get you there, and you got to have a defense that'll finish it off.
And
that's what the Bucks did last year. They put up enough points to get them to the show. When they got to the show, they shut them down.
And
I don't see any AFC team competing with them. Anybody in the NFC right now.
Pat Mahomes is missing 4 or 5 offensive linemen. Like, as much as I was happy about that Super Bowl win, like that the offensive lineman they were missing, I tell people, I'm like, hey, I'm happy we won it, but you give Pat Mahomes, what's his name, Lou Devante, the French guy, and like his actual starting offensive lineman back, that's a different game. You got second and third stringers in there going against, elite pass rushers, and they getting their asses whooped. Like, hike, boom, hey man, what happened? Like, you ain't blocking. I tried.
Right.
So I tell people, the Bucks defense is mediocre, and the Saints just proved that. The Bucks defense has not been elite for a very long time, and last year they played above their level. And like I kept telling people, and they're like, "Oh, but that's your favorite team. Like, you don't want to win the ship?" And I'm like, "I do, but I'm also honest because I'm a football head, and I do
not. I do not. Kick their ass. Get them fuck out of here. I'm done.
No. Hey. Next year, I don't know who playing quarterback, but defensive
is gonna be nice. Yeah.
Top 5 already off top, dude. Like,
we already top 4 on defense, and we got pieces missing everywhere. A D tackle on IR. We got J.C. Horn looking at coming back if we make playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, if we make playoffs, that's a big if.
What's his name? PJ Walker. Just put PJ Walker and see what
PJ Walker in.
No, please, not again.
Just like, why don't you call Mariota?
Dude, please.
He riding on our bench right now.
Make the damn trade.
He like
before the deadline.
So we got Jordan mentioned Odell earlier, my main man. Browns officially released him as of today. Top targets seem to be Packers, Saints, Raiders. Who else did I see on there? And there was like a few other teams on there, but it seems like the Saints, Packers, Raiders, and then whoever at Baltimore. Honestly, any of the playoff ranked teams are going to want to contact him. He has to clear waivers, which
Giants are number 5 on that wire. Do the Giants
I don't know if he does, man. The Lions are number 1. Like, there's plenty of teams that need his help on there. So what do you guys think? You guys think he cleared? Oh God. You guys think he clears waivers? You think he goes to any of the top teams? What do you think he does? What do you think happens?
Oh, he's either going to the Raiders or the Saints. And shit, Lamar Jackson trying to do his recruiting too. It's gonna be out of them 3.
I mean, I think it's so like the way waivers work in NFL is weird. Like if the Lions decided like, hey Odell, we want to bring you in, like there is a chance, or if any team
can't say a damn thing,
you gotta go. You have to go to the Lions because you were released So technically, you're an entity of the NFL right now. Like even though you have an agent, the NFL owns you. So therefore, that's why they say the waiver wires. Like whoever is first, if Jared Goff's like, yeah, coach, I want Odell. Hey, Odell about to be out there suiting up in that light blue and silver. But
man,
honestly, that's the only place he can resurrect that career. Otherwise, he's done.
So fast.
I think the best. I honestly think the best place for Odell Beckham Jr. to go would be New Orleans, and that's because he's from there. He plays college there. I think now he's at an age where he's not going to do dumb shit. but I think him being back in front of his hometown fans would probably ignite him to want to play football again, because I think that's what it's become. Like when he was with New York, he loved football so much he acted out. Then people took that love of football away from him because he didn't know how to act when he got frustrated. And now, like if you do watch these games, like
that football net kicked his ass.
He's just like this. Like if the ball don't get thrown to him or anything, he just comes still on the sideline. And I'm like, I don't blame him. The love of the game is gone. And so he needs to go somewhere where like either the Saints or the Packers. Like you go to the Packers, they're automatically a Super Bowl contention team until they play a team with an explosive offense and they can't stop them from scoring.
So Jordan, what you think? You said, you already said our 3 teams, huh?
I didn't take into consideration how the waiver things work. Yeah, I didn't take into consideration how the waiver thing worked, but I'm gonna touch on how people like give him a bad name. That guy over there. I get it. It's not a good look about the team and all that shit, but I want those players on my team that want to fucking win and aren't scared to talk about, hey, this is my life. This is what I want. I ain't mad at you, bro. I give you mad props about that. It ain't gonna affect me no way. You know what I'm saying? I want that fire on my team, but I get it though. From looking in, oh, he's toxic. He's this. He's that, bro. Why? Because he want to win. He want the ball.
If he want to win, then he'd be talking to his teammates.
Right.
Bro,
if he want to win, he'd talk to his teammates.
Now that shit want to come out.
It's been coming out. The same thing happened in New York. How can you have the same exact story, 2 different locations, and you're going to use the same excuse, I don't love football anymore?
So
no,
I played
basketball. You didn't love football when you left New York. Now you don't like it anymore?
I played sports.
You don't want to win. You just want your stat line.
And I don't blame him, bro. If you don't want to play with a certain group of guys, that's all right, bro. You're getting paid. One of them. I don't want to play with these dudes. I ain't gonna talk to him. I don't play with him. Fuck it. That's cool. He's good enough to get paid. Doesn't mean you got to sit there and be a yes man, or you can if you want to, but that's not him, and I don't blame him for it. That's who he is, bro. I want him on my team. I like the fire.
Facts. Me too.
So, hey, y'all know I love the diva players. Look, I love Cam. Cam's gonna garner all that attention, and people said the same thing about Cam.
Mm-hmm.
Different. Here's the difference. Cam want to win. Cam went and talked to his damn teammates. He made that offense work. Odell just cares about Odell. I'm done. He's washed unless he's spoon-fed the ball.
I mean, that's pretty much every in the game.
We're gonna see.
Hot take, Jeff.
Here's my hot take on this. You guys want to hear my hot take? The only place he'll be productive is if he goes to Detroit. If he goes to Detroit, they don't have anybody else. He'll have to produce.
No quarterback. He goes to Detroit.
Exactly.
No, bro. If he goes to Detroit, all the team's gonna do is just double him. He's screwed. He got to go to a loaded team. Let's keep it real. He's not young no more. He could be a decent wide receiver too.
Bro's 30, so
he ain't gonna be a wide receiver one. He got to go somewhere where he's gonna be some help.
Let me turn the water on. He's washed. It's done.
I'm dead. All right,
we go see.
All this OBJ talk caused quite a stir in the group chat. I'm not gonna lie, and it started a little back and forth between me and Scoop. And I was saying, because I'm not the biggest Baker Mayfield fan, a lot of people are for some reason and sing his praises. So I was like, bro, Baker's not that good of a quarterback. First Cousins, aka Kirk Cousins, is a better quarterback. And Scoot does not agree. Now I'm gonna throw you out. I'm gonna give you guys some numbers here. I'm not gonna say the names, but I want you to decide which one's Baker, which one's Kirk. So we got
this is not gonna be fair. This ain't even gonna be a fair game.
7 games started, 7 games played. All right. We have 69% pass percentage, 103 quarterback rating, 1,953 yards passing, 14 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Next player two. 7 games started, 66% passing completion, 96 QBR, 1,699 passing yards, so 1,699 passing yards, 6 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. Which one is which?
Player 1 is Kirk. Player 2 is Baker. But look, here go my argument to that.
That ain't even a fair
assumption.
How is it not fair? 7 games.
No, because because what you're doing is you're pulling the stats from the season and not actually. You got to look at you got to look at the guys that Kirk Cousins has out there. Okay, Dalvin Cook is a great pass catching running back. Alexander Mattison is a great pass catching running back. Both these guys almost average 80 yards catching.
I know you're not trying to say the Browns' offense is not loaded right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm going to say? I'll take it a different route for save him on this argument.
What are not loaded on offense.
What number one receiver does the Browns have on offense right now?
They have two. They have Jarvis
no, they don't.
Landry and Odell Beckham.
They're not
Those aren't number ones.
All right, and look at this.
Are they not number ones because of the quarterback, or are they not number ones because of them? Because in 2019, when Odell got there, his numbers didn't seem to be an issue. He still had over 1,000 yards.
But that's because
and all that.
They're not number ones because of them. Like that. Look, put it this way: in 2018,
they're utility guys.
Not Thielen and the guy who plays for the Buffalo Bills now, Stephon Diggs, wanted the fuck up out of there because who was the offensive coordinator? Kevin Stefanski, who is now the head coach of the Cleveland Browns, aka play caller, offensive coordinator. Kevin Stefanski's idea is turn around, hand the ball, run downfield. Like
rhythm and timing offense.
Kirk Cousins ain't put up 42 points in a playoff game. Kirk Cousins ain't almost beat Patrick Mahomes in a playoff game. What game was it last year when Odell? I think it was against the Titans when Odell and Jarvis were both out. And Rashad Higgins and Donovan Peoples-Jones was out there looking like all-stars. But guess who else didn't play in that game?
No, that was this year. That was
this year? I thought it was
that was when you talking about when Peoples-Jones had them 2 long-ass touchdowns?
Yeah.
That was this year. That was a few weeks ago.
But it's like when they were out, and then boom, you got these guys. One, Donovan Peoples-Jones is 6'4". Like he's a legit like that stud number one receiver that you want. But then it was also Nick Chubb didn't play. He got injured. And it was like the game was forced to be a shootout. So now, Baker, can you make these throws? Baker, can you make these plays? Yes, coach. Finally, let me throw the ball in 2021 because
let me throw the ball, and I got 6 touchdowns in 7 games.
Right. This is what we do in the NFL in 2021, not 1996.
He literally has 3 more tubs than he has interceptions on the season.
But that's
fucking terrible.
Have you? That's
not good.
They don't.
Hey, have you looked at the strength of schedule between the two teams there? Minnesota has one of these. Look at the strength of schedule between the two.
All right, my go.
Go ahead, Jordan.
I'm agreeing with Gabe. So here's the thing: these two teams are damn near identical. They both want to run the ball first, but then guess what? Thielen and fucking Jefferson are producing better than OBJ, Andrew, and the rest of that court. So, with that being said, who do I want out of the two? I'm rolling with the quarterback that's producing better, and that is Matthew Stafford. I mean, not Matthew Stafford. Shit.
Matthew Stafford. Yeah, I want that nigga too.
They're the same guys. Damn, what's his name?
Kirk Cousins, bro. Kirk
Cousins, bro. Yeah.
That's how good Kirk Cousins is. You can't even think of his name.
Right. Like,
you like that, Jeff?
He's
Kirk Cousins.
He's so good.
Kirk Cousins,
he's so good. We're gonna call him Matthew Stafford.
Hey,
so I think
that's how good he is.
The point that I was getting to, hold on. The point that I'm getting to though is, in what context do we want him as? Do we want him as a franchise quarterback? Do we want him as a right now quarterback? Do we want him as fantasy quarterback?
I'm saying,
what's the comparison between the two? Or are we just saying who's
both
better?
Technically franchises? They're both technically franchise quarterbacks because the Vikings have no quarterback.
So are you just
drafted?
asking
You know what I'm saying? They're going to replace him. Who's better? Yeah, I'm asking who's better. Who are you choosing
right now
to be your quarterback on Sunday? Right now. Right now.
Adam too. I'm going with Cousins right now. Right. Just because the receivers they as a receiving core. You got to take that into account.
I don't see how Baker gets any better. Like, how does he get? You know what I'm saying?
Because
like Scoop said, if the OC, because Stefanski wasn't the OC the whole time he's been there, right, Scoop?
Yes, that's what they hired him for. Because literally, when what was his name? Freddie Kitchens. When Freddie Kitchens was the coach.
Yeah.
They were like, that was terrible too.
Oh,
we don't take into consideration. That's the thing. We don't take into consideration game scheme, what the coaches want, what the coaches are seeing out there. And we also don't take into consideration chemistry. He just doesn't have chemistry with his receiving core right now.
No, it's not even that. Like, I promise you, because
I'm going with Cousins and his chemistry.
If you watch that film that Odell's dad posted, like literally, it's 11 minutes, and I watched the whole 11 minutes. There's only like 7 throws that legitimately you could say, okay, in the NFL, you throw him the ball. There's nobody that's gonna get to him. A lot of it's double bracket coverage. Like you throw that ball there in the middle of a zone.
I don't agree. I don't agree with his dad doing that. I don't, because like I said, us on the outside, we're not taking into consideration of what the coaches want and what the scheme is, bro. Like they draw these plays up. You know, like at the end of the day, when the team is when the team's playing bad, who's the first one to go? It's the damn coach.
Quarterback.
It always falls in there. We don't take into consideration in that, bro. We don't. And I just think that with the Browns offense, they want to run the ball so damn much that there hasn't been an opportunity for the quarterback and the receivers to rebuild this chemistry game speed. You can do all the shit you want in practice all you want. But when you're playing against people you don't see all the time, different athleticism, there's no chemistry there. The Vikings, on the other hand, they're pretty even. They run the ball first, but Thielen and that are in their prime more than the other two, and they get open.
So if I'm cool, I want to kind of finish this one.
Go ahead, Hefe.
Yeah, go ahead.
This is the part that nobody's talking about. Between those two teams, there is zero ego in Minnesota. Justin Jefferson says, go ahead, throw the ball to Thielen, because I know I'm still going to get my targets. I'm still going to get my looks. He knows Dalvin Cook's still running the ball. In Cleveland, you don't have that. You got this one guy, no names. I'm just saying,
bro,
he's demanding the ball. You got the other one, needs the ball. And then you got like 4 guys sitting behind who, can you guys really name all of them? No. There's no ego.
The young guys ain't going to talk no shit. Jefferson in year 2, he ain't gonna talk no shit, bro. He's still earning stripes.
Kick them the fuck out then. Kick them out.
They did.
Kick them out of what? What are you talking about?
Exactly. And watch how that offense will do better without the ego. I'm just saying, watch towards the end of the season. This week. They're gonna be all right.
I mean, what are the Browns? 5-2?
They're 4-4.
I picked the Browns to go to the Super Bowl. I said Browns Cardinals week 1.
And they haven't been blown down the game. It's not like their offense is horrible.
No, they're right there.
It's just like watch, I'll show you guys the film. Stefanski's here we go. You got the X receiver, the Z receiver over here. Z runs this route, curl. The other one runs a post on the backside of it. You got a safety and a linebacker playing that mid-zone cover 2, Tampa 2 defense where he's watching both. And then you got the corners following the receiver because there's nobody coming out. Like Stefanski has no, like he has very mediocre old school like hitch route.
Especially if your receiver isn't even where they're supposed to be.
So it's like Stefanski's offense sucks. Like if you're not able to
I agree with Scoop. The offense is trash.
Yeah, the offense is ass. You're right.
All right, next topic.
Yeah,
get us rolling.
To end that, they both suck. Got it.
Go Stafford. Okay. I'm taking Stafford over the 3.
So we got to round out football. Fantasy wise, we got the lemons of the week. Who was your guys' lemons?
Teddy B.
I can't even think of. It had to be
Teddy B was sour.
Teddy Bridgewater.
Heck yeah.
First of all, for the fact that you even have him in your starting lineup tells you
he has the easiest schedule in the NFL.
But he is like, come on, bro. Come on, bro.
I always buy into this guy.
You know what? No, mine was Devontae Smith. Bro, the Eagles put 1,000 points on the Lions. This nigga had 1 catch. He had 1 catch.
Alabama good.
Bro. 1 catch, bro. Oh, man. And it's so hard because I want to trade him. But in the dynasty, he's going to be good. You know, he's going to be good in a couple of years.
You got to hold.
Whatever makes you sleep better at night, Gabe.
You better, hey, if you're a dynasty, you got to hold on to him. But if anybody out there got him in this week, you better get rid of him because he ain't going to do nothing this week with his boy up in prison.
Yeah, daily, yeah. If it's redraft, get rid of him. Trust me, guys. Don't waste your time anymore, Devontae. Until he gets a quarterback like Jalen is good, but he's not. Jalen doesn't seem to be the guy. You know what I'm saying? So
this is actually a rookie year for Jalen. Come on now.
Teddy Bridgewater for you. School, who'd you have as a lemon this week?
He been a lemon the whole fucking season. Robbie Anderson.
Hey, you see this?
Back to Jeff.
You're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome.
Back to Jeff. Yo, Robbie Anderson, what happened to dude?
Yeah, Darnold.
I thought he was gonna go crazy. Well, look, I thought him and Sam Darnold had a great connection in New York. I figured he was gonna go crazy when Darnold gets down there, and I guess Darnold is not good. I guess he wasn't the Jets.
He is not who he said he was.
He started off so good though.
He also had CMC carrying him too. It's a lot easier when you've got a loaded box sitting up against you.
Yeah, that's true. When everybody's focused on CMC
coming back this week or what?
Hopeful. He's hopeful this week.
Yeah, he's been practicing. You need to sit his ass down.
Man, y'all got a wrong. Y'all do CMC so wrong.
Bruh, it's just like he
was only out 1 year.
He just seems to, but it was last year. Look, he's already hurt again. You know,
can you really blame him, or can you blame the organization?
I blame them
when it comes to this,
putting too much on him. They're trying to put too much on him. They think it's Stanford. It's not fucking Stanford. They're not playing Cal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't put this nigga, you can't throw this nigga the 27 passes and then give him 27 rushes. He's not gonna fucking last.
Like, CMC's what?
Get Derrick Henry, prime example.
205 pounds. Like, bro, he's not built to be an every down back. And like, he does it, which is like, him and Aaron Jones play a lot bigger than what they are. It's the craziest thing in the world to me. Like, the fact Aaron Jones is 186 and this man like legitimately being the
he run through the tackles like crazy.
Like if CMC will do the same thing, he'll run you over.
Yeah, but see, you know what? I'm surprised that they haven't taken Carolina watches the New Orleans what they do with AK. So it's like, why would you not just try to do, you know what I'm saying, what they do? Like, they never have.
That's a real football coach, though,
unless it's in the goal line. You know, unless it's in a goal line situation, AK is rarely running up the middle. It's always an outside zone or a fucking, you know what I'm saying, sweep or, you know what I'm saying, a pass.
Screen.
He runs to the flat, screen, anything. They get him the ball no matter what.
Or they
try to protect him.
Options. It'll be a not mobile quarterback. They ran the option.
Now that Taysom's
they ran it with Drew Brees.
Yeah, true.
Y'all got
now that Taysom's playing, though, it's
going
to be way different. You're going to have to respect both of them, you know? So, I don't know. Yeah, Robbie Anderson sucks.
We got to get away from football, Gabe. What else you got?
Hold on, let me give you my lemon real quick.
Yeah, get your lemon off.
I already told you DeAndre Hopkins.
Damn, D-Hop. Poor D-Hop. All right, we're moving on.
On the ball.
He could have won the last game. And he's about to make us lose the next one, huh, baby?
We'll see.
That's what it
Making
is.
our appearance.
We'll see. All right, y'all. So we got a big fight. We got big fights this weekend. We got Canelo versus Caleb Plant. We also have UFC 268, Usman versus Covington.
Yes.
Nama Yunus versus Wei Lee. Justin Gaichi versus Chandler. And the card is completely stacked. What's up, baby girl? Hey, it's your Raider. That's right, baby. That's right. So I know we're missing out on the second biggest fight fan, David. But
man, somebody call him.
We'll start with Canelo. We'll start with Canelo first. Who y'all got? And then does he get the job done? Does he finish him? Whoever wins. You go first. I'll go last on that one.
I'm gonna say Canelo, but you know, boxing too sexy nowadays, so it'll be something by decision.
No, Scoo.
Look, bro, he's talking about his mama, boy. I'm expecting him to come out firing on him.
I just want to see a knockout this weekend, like one where somebody...
Canelo in 7. Watch.
Canelo in 7. Okay.
I need the ambulance.
And this is why I got Canelo in 7. First 5 rounds of boxing, he's gonna scout him. I don't care how much you spar with somebody; it's not the same as getting in the ring with them. He's gonna just scout it, probably take it easy the first 5, 6. You know, he's gonna really see if I turn it up, what's gonna happen. Round 7, done. He did it in the last match.
I got it. Yeah,
it's exactly the game plan. They said they're following the same game plan. Canelo in 7.
I like that bet.
I can get with 7. I can get with
7 too. That's literally what I bet on rounds between 7 and 9. Yeah, to get him out of there.
I can get with that.
I'm sorry, Caleb. I know you live in Vegas, bro. We're a Vegas podcast. We rock with you.
Shouldn't have been talking shit.
And if you win, my nigga, we not hate. Just because we pick Canelo don't mean you can't come on the pod. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We rock with you. We
Call
fuck
us.
with you, American. You know what I'm saying?
I did put
And
$5
if you
down for him to
win,
win.
congrats, my G. But it's like we're talking Canelo Alvarez here.
Hey,
Yeah.
no lie. Just think about this one for you guys. I did put $5 on Plant to win on any round, just because the payout was still $500.
Oh yeah,
Come on,
he
give it to
covering
me.
For $5
covering his bet.
Yo, that's crazy.
Just in case my Canelo bets don't go, don't worry, my Plant bet got me.
Wow, that's crazy. All right, so we got the UFC card. God, I can't stand this guy. Colby Covington, he somehow got his rematch
Come on,
with
Usman.
the
Come
great
on.
Kamaru Usman.
Hey, look. Hey, I don't want to stir nothing
What
up,
y'all think?
but all my folks that
You said what?
there's a couple people that told me to talk about this fight. And I don't want to
Okay.
stir nothing up.
Oh,
I don't
stir
want to
the
get canceled.
pot.
I don't want to get canceled, boy. Them Trumpers, boy, they hate. Somebody called them Comes Matt.
Oh,
Oh, they talking about.
I didn't want to post
Hamza.
it, but
They roll with Colby. Whatever his
they do.
dumb ass say, they roll with it.
dude,
He not
Kobe's
funny
getting
at all.
knocked out. He's tapping
Thank
that
you,
shit.
Jeff.
He gonna tap.
Thank you, Jeff.
yeah, Cosmat real. After I seen that last fight,
Hey, I really hope Usman does exactly the same thing. Carry Covington's ass right into front of Dana White and make him tap in front of Dana White. That's what I want to see.
Man, I think Usman about to knock this nigga into next week, bro. He started talking about his daddy at the press conference. Nigga said, I'll call the jail and tell him that he can come bring your daddy to the show. All I know is nigga talk about my daddy like that and he really in jail. And I'm the champ. It's a wrap for you, my guy. And I already knocked your bitch ass out. So why are you talking anyway? See, that's, you know what, man? This is why God, like, he knew my passion was for something else. Because, nigga, if I was a fighter, too, and I was good, man, couldn't nobody.
Hey, so those boxing lessons aren't going so good, huh?
Killing these niggas. Well, the boxing shit I do was just workouts. Like, they're not really teaching you how to whoop niggas' asses yet. You know what I'm saying? But, like, if I really knew how to whoop a nigga ass for real, what nigga? Ain't no way Kobe Covington can stand on the same stage with me, bro. I get
what
that
about
nigga
Scoot?
the fuck out of here.
Scoot, where
Scoot,
you going?
what you think?
All I know is I want Kuzman to take his head off. Like,
Nigga said Kuzman.
feel like you ain't the only one fucking up the name.
Hey, Jordan, that's how you tell these niggas don't watch the fights. I'm talking about 268. This nigga Jordan, like, yeah, that nigga Hamza for real, my nigga.
Bro, I ain't never seen him fight before until the last one, bro.
I saw him. I saw him fight the last one, but I
Bro.
definitely don't know what his last name is. I thought it was Kuzman.
Shemaev. Hamza Shemaev is what he's talking about. The other guy, the Russian dude. Bro, I'm asking you: is Usman the Nigerian champ, welterweight?
Yeah, the dude who be like that motherfucker.
Hey, we don't care about that fight, Gabe. You know the only fight we care about when it comes to 268 is Rose.
And watch the fight, bro. Yes,
Rose.
Yes, Rose Namajunas. Rose Namajunas. She is a beauty. I think, honestly, man, I don't know who to pick in that one. I think that Weili was underestimating Rose and sleeping on her, which is why she got caught in round one. But now that Weili's lost and her attitude towards this loss has been like, she's like, I'm blessed to have this loss. But I'm glad to have this. So it's like,
you're right.
I don't know, man. She just seems, she cut her hair off. You know what I'm saying, Weili?
She trying to look like Rose.
Yeah, I don't know who to pick. That's why on the betting right now to pick them. It's a toss up. You really don't know who. I think Weili was favored, if I'm not mistaken. Last time I looked at that.
This is the way I look at it. You've never seen a fighter like Rose. Literally, Weili had her hands up. Rose threw a kick right between. Match over. You've never seen that before. She don't care if your hands are up. She's still going for the shot.
She smoked her shit.
That for me, that's just too impressive. Like, come on, full guard doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm. And then we got the fight of what should be. What'd you say?
I saw her last fight. It was pretty impressive. I know who she was.
Lord. Yeah, bro. She's legit, man. She's
legit. That new 2022
the thing I loved about her last fight is you could hear her, like they recorded her what she was saying before the fight started, and she was just repeating over and over again, "I am the best. I am the best," screaming that, "I am the best.
Affirmation.
I am the best," and then goes out there and knocks her the fuck out within like 2 minutes. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to bet against Rose. I bet against Rose twice with Joanna, and I lost twice. You know, and I haven't bet against her since. I picked her to beat Whaley the first time. So, but she's not great with the fences. You know, she defended her belt against Joanna, and then Jessica Andrade came and dumped her on her fucking head. And you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, is she going to be able to defend again? Or will Whaley be able to figure it out? We don't know. We got to find out Saturday. But the fight, I can't wait for it. And it starts the card, which I don't know why, but it starts the card. Michael Chandler versus Justin Gaichi. Now, Jordan and School, if you haven't watched Justin Gaichi fight, please, when you get some time, just watch any of his fights in the UFC, and you'll understand why they call him the highlight. Yeah, you'll understand why they call him the highlight. This motherfucker does not take a step back, nigga. It don't matter who was in front of him. It could be Francis Ngannou. He's walking forward, chopping at the legs and trying to knock you the fuck out. Same with Michael Chandler. Literally 5'6" monster. Nigga is no joke. Swinging and banging. Somebody going to sleep. I just don't know who. It's literally who gets caught first.
That's a toss-up.
And honestly, it may be Justin just because he's
Are these
so
fights on ESPN
fucking...
Plus? I can go back and watch them?
Yes, you can.
Justin Gaethje's fights are. I can tell you that.
Fights are. Michael Chandler's only had 2 fights in the UFC. One for the championship, which he lost to Oliveira, and the other one where he knocked Dan Hooker the fuck out. And even the fight against Oliveira was crazy. He was definitely shouldn't have been fighting Oliveira that quickly. But it is what it is. The nigga's a monster. This weekend's gonna be crazy.
I want to take
wait.
Chandler, but I say it's a toss-up.
I don't know, man. I think it's gonna be Gaichi. I think Gaichi will get it done. Just because Trevor Whitman's probably trying to go for Coach of the Year. And if he has 3 fighters, him, Rose, and Kamaru, and he's trying to get that, you know what I'm saying? He's trying to get that shit done. So I think he gets it done. I don't know what round, but I know somebody going to fuck it. He knocking somebody out. Nigga, somebody going to sleep. I can't.
Somebody's feeling it.
Yeah, somebody going to bed. In other news, Vegas news, I don't know who the hell Jack Eichel is, but he got traded to the Knights. Do y'all know anything about hockey?
Hell no.
I do.
Can you give this to me in basketball terms?
Okay, he was a number 2 pick, I believe, in 2015. So he's pretty legit. And then they traded him. I think he played for Buffalo, and they traded him. I forgot who they gave him. I think it was like Touch or something like that. Somebody on our team that the fans are all sad about.
TUCH?
Yeah. They traded him for this new cat. So it's weird because it felt like the Knights were tanking by trading everybody away.
Yeah.
But then it's kind of smart. They went and got another young little piece real quick for the Lolo. Probably help their rebuilding, but yeah, man, I just wanted to show Knights love.
Rebuilding, nigga. We was in the playoffs last year,
bro. They got a 3-year window. I mean, you know how the sports do, boy. 3-year window, dog.
We're in the Stanley Cup year 1.
Yeah, literally.
And then fired the coach. Year 1.
Yeah, fired the coach. Like, nigga, we all doing it. In other sports news, we got congrats to the Atlanta Braves. They won the World Series. Congratulations, Atlanta. Woo. Beat the Dodgers. Fuck you. Woo.
Hey, all anybody cared about is that the Astros didn't win it. So
that's thank you for not letting the Astros win. Uncle Juan, I know you're mad, but it's okay, all right? You'll be fine.
Bro, I was going to sneak a picture of him the other night. We was at grandma's house for the Day of the Dead, and he was just sitting on the stool like this. He was so sad. He was bro. Sick. Game wasn't even over yet. He was just like
hurting.
Right.
Big hurts.
So moving over to basketball real quick before we do the mental, our mental check.
No, you might want to, when you do that mental check, and invite all of the Lakers. They all need a mental check.
Yo, LeBron not playing right now, all right? We're just gonna leave the Lakers at that. Russ,
I love the Lakers, but they all need a mental check.
I love you, but you gotta go. You gotta go.
Hey,
Russ,
Scoot
you gotta
said it
go.
early in the year.
How the fuck we lose to the Thunder twice, my nigga? We they only 2 wins on the season. How and what? Bro, and we was beating them niggas by 20 each game.
26 one game,
back.
20 this game.
Hey, Kendrick Nunn, Westbrook, all those. Yeah, Westbrook. Get them all out. Make sure you trade them for Dame. Go get Dame.
Hey,
yes, go get Dame Lillard, please.
Like, get them all out and go get Dame. Go save Dame.
Get Dame Lillard,
Dame don't want to
please.
leave, bro. Dame don't want to do it, bro. He didn't say it.
He ain't got no choice.
Dame faking.
Dame ain't got no choice.
He said Dame ain't got no choice. You got to kidnap that motherfucker.
Yeah.
No, you don't.
Faking
All
the
you gotta
funk.
do
You
is
don't want to
trade.
do all that.
If the team says you leaving, you leaving.
nah, he has
Talk
no
about it in
clause
the
at
NFL.
his level.
What else? So we got Marcus Smart calling out his team. Pretty much. I don't know if he was
making
calling.
playoffs.
Yeah, I don't know if he was calling out his team to get like at their coach. I don't know if he's pissed off with Jaylen Brown or Jason Tatum. But essentially, he says teams are scheming against them because they know that Jason and Jaylen are going to shoot and that they need to pass the fucking ball. So they can open up more and they can play better. You know, they can play better team ball.
Yeah, what Jeff got to say about this, because here goes another person who ain't scared to pop that shit that want to win. I love it.
What you think? What you think, Jeff? I don't know how much you follow basketball or who
follow.
your team is, but what you
I'm a Lakers guy. Boston ain't making playoffs. And
yeah, that was his hot take. Yeah.
What? That's the hottest take of this.
That was his hot take.
I said it in week 1. I said it
Fire,
week 1 of the NBA season.
Yeah, me and Jeff did a little NBA preview. Jeff had said that the Celtics weren't going to make the playoffs.
I'm still saying it because they can't. There's no chemistry. They don't like each other. And who's the coach? We're in week 2 or 3 of NBA season. Who's the coach? We don't know.
Yeah.
Oh no, it's Nia Long's husband or some shit.
Yeah,
exactly. But there's not enough experience on that team. I feel like when we get later on into the season, they're just gonna wind up being trash. They're not gonna stay healthy.
It's hard for me not to see them in the playoffs with the play-in game, though, Jeff. Like they'd have to be the 11th seed to not.
That's exactly why
they'd have to be the 11th seed, bro. Like I can see him. Okay, so you mean like you can see him making the play-in game and losing and just not making the playoffs? Because I don't think they're going to be no 11, 12 seed, bro.
I could see them doing a play-in game, but they're losing the play-in game because they don't have enough fire. All other teams are going to come in with way more than they do, and they want it more than they do.
I think honestly, a team like
Oklahoma City Thunder could beat them right now.
Yeah, I think Jaylen Brown. I think Jaylen Brown's shooting right now is kind of high. I think it's going to come down a little bit. They did have that team meeting, and they came out, and Tatum and Brown went crazy. Like it was okay. That's how y'all feel. Watch this. They're not going to sustain that all season, man. They're not going to sustain it all season. I can see them getting that play-in game, but I think that team's got to be broken up, man.
Hey,
yeah, I mean, you've had the same core for how long, and they haven't been able to get to the finals.
I'm gonna put it this way. You know, Jason Tatum only been in the league 3 years, right? Jaylen Brown been 4.
He been in the league since 2017, nigga. That's 5 years. Yeah.
Tatum ain't been in the league since 17. 18.
No, you can keep both of them. You can keep both of them and keep the young Williams.
2018, Trey and Luka came into the league. 2017.
Everybody else got to go. Kimba got to go. Smart got to go.
No, he only been there 4 seasons, but that's because we had that bubble season that got stretched out.
That bubble shit, that was like 2 seasons.
2 seasons in one. Yeah. But no, with the Celtics, it's basketball. Like, how many times have we watched basketball teams where we're like, man, they should be overachieving right now, i.e. the Lakers. Mm-hmm. And then the Heat. Think when the Heat came together in 2013, like what was it? 2011,
2011, yeah.
They struggled early.
In the beginning. Like the fact they were horrible.
They started out 8 and 9.
They were horrible up until the playoffs, and it was just like, they would get beat. Then, like all of a sudden, it was when that adversity really hit, where it was like, yo, we either got to come together or we go by the wayside. I don't think the Celtics have hit that adversity yet, and there's too many players on that Celtics team that because you can have pride to be all about yourself, but then you also have that pride where it's like, oh shit, my team's losing, and I like to win. So how the fuck do we win? And I think those 6 players have that type of pride where it's like, nah, bro. And like with Marcus Smart coming out and saying that, and then these back-to-back games where they help opponents under 80 points, that just goes to show like maybe we did need to look inside. Because you got to remember, like you got dudes like Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown who are legitimately top 5, top 10 talent.
All-stars.
Yeah, in their age range. And it's like, well, shit, I go out there and give them 40 if I want to. But then it's like, oh shit, I'm giving them 40 and we're losing. Why are we losing if I'm giving them 40 and Marcus is giving them 10, but Marcus is open. So now I get easier shots and Marcus might get 10 points. I might get 30, but now the ball's being spread around. And when we close the game, I get.
So what's the difference? What's the difference between Marcus Smart? I already know the answer. I know, and I'm pretty sure I know y'all are gonna say the same thing. What's it between Marcus Smart calling his team to the public, saying like, "Hey, y'all don't pass the ball, we ain't gonna win," and then a player like OBJ who's like, "Y'all ain't gonna pass the ball to me, we ain't gonna win." What's the difference?
Because Marcus didn't want it just because he wants the ball. Marcus wants to win. He unselfishly went out there and said, "Hey, the reason why we're doing this is because we don't have an on-court leader. I've been trying to do this, and we're not spreading the ball. We're still playing hero ball." Where OBJ is clowning on people because he wants to play hero ball. He just wants the ball. He don't care about nothing else. He just wants the ball.
Poole wants to win. I'm not trying to roll. I'm not hearing that. The difference is one league is a dictatorship, the other one isn't.
No,
one league you're allowed to speak what the fuck you want to speak and say what the fuck you want to say. The other one you can't. No, you will be you're not a team guy. It's all about you. You know what I'm saying? You're bad for the team environment. Why? Because I'm calling shit like it is. That's why they fucking hate. That's why they hate Martellus Bennett and the Bennett brothers so much. It's because they not playing that bullshit. They gonna call it how it is. If they see something that's fucked up, they gonna say it.
But
and OBJ's right, nigga. Baker sucks, nigga. Get me the fuck out of here. I'm trying to win, my nigga. I'm 30.
But the Bennett brothers was more so the politics of the league. That's why they were upset. But no, like I think the thing with basketball, a player saying, "Hey," a player going to the star players and saying, "Hey, you guys need to pass the ball because guess what? It's going to make your job easier," is a lot different than a receiver saying, "Hey, quarterback, throw me the ball because I'm open." When if I throw you the ball, when I throw you the ball, because the thing is,
are you open?
Yeah, like you see the man.
Are you?
Baker Mayfield seeing 7 defenders,
and you're sitting there trying to say he's open.
So, are you open, or are you in the whole of a zone right now? And there's 3 people watching you. Where guess what? That recovery speed from that safety is a lot faster than what you think it is. So if I give you the ball, he's gonna get there. But
the tone. So it's the tone. Then that's what you're saying, Scoot. The tone.
All about intention.
It's not the tone. It's the outcome of what you're saying. So like Marcus Smart saying they need to pass the ball because they're keen on them to stop them. Now say
he rationally laid it out.
Say Jarvis Landry was getting 25 targets a game, and teams were triple teaming Jarvis Landry, and Odell comes out and is like, "Hey, I need y'all to throw me the ball too because I'm open, and it's gonna make Jarvis' job easier because teams got to watch me now." That would be Odell. That would be Odell and Marcus Smart shoes. But now say Jason Tatum comes out and he's like, "Well, Marcus be dribbling the ball up the court. He got to pass the fucking rock." And you're like, "But bro, you are the star player. Like you have the most touches a game and you want more touches." That's more so like even though Odell's not getting the touches, it comes across like that where it's just like, bro,
so
like
you saying
it's hard to compare. It's hard to compare, Jay, because like that's like he said, like Odell has to rely on the quarterback giving him the ball. Jason Tatum could just basketball. You can take that bitch whenever you want. So it's like me saying, "Hey, I want us to win. Just give me the ball more so I can get us to the end zone." That's going to come off as selfish. Oh, you just want more. You just want to pad your stats. You just want to do this. You just want to do that. Because football is obviously a game of inches, and there's so much that goes into fucking winning a game that obviously if I'm Odell and I'm on a fucking go route and I'm barely beating my guy, well, I know my quarterback doesn't have the strongest arm. So, yeah, I might hit the running back that's in the flat. You know what I'm saying? I might not have got you. You may have been able to make a play on that ball. You know what I'm saying? But it's like it's hard. It's really hard to compare because it's 2 completely different sports. You know, like it is. You can't really compare the 2 because Marcus Smart. Neither of them are wrong. Neither of them are wrong because they're both coming from the same place. They're both coming from I fucking hate losing, nigga. We could win if we do something different. You know, it's like so. I don't think there is a wrong way to do that, and it's all about perception. Everybody's gonna perceive what they want to perceive. You know, it's like this guy's a diva. This guy's a diva. He wants just like Ocho Cinco back in the day. He 100% believed he was open on every play.
He was.
And he's not wrong. He's not wrong to believe that.
He was open. Triple cover. He's open.
Hey, but he's not wrong. But he's not wrong to believe that, right? Like you can believe that. But
Niggas be this open?
nigga, I can't. Yeah, like nigga, I can't give you the ball every single play. You know, like there's that clip of Carson going, "Hey, how was 35?" And he's like, "He sucks, man. They all fucking suck. It's me." You know what I'm saying? Like it's me, nigga. Like they suck. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing wrong. There's nothing wrong with having that confidence and wanting to be the guy. You know, you want that kind of nigga on your team. You know,
like all right, Gabe. I know you're about to go into our mental health check.
You had Steve Smith on your team. How you know OBJ, bro? You were a Steve Smith fan.
That's exactly why I don't like OBJ. He's a wannabe copycat that still doesn't get open. Come on,
bro.
Steve Smith was open no matter what. Steve Smith was all of 5 foot nothing and would beat somebody up.
I say
OBJ get pushed off the field.
Steve Smith would fight somebody. Like I don't think Marlon Humphrey giving Steve Smith the hands like he did Odell. I don't think
nobody want to give Steve Smith no hands.
Like Steve Smith got he get
but I know you guys are going into the mental health check. I just want to throw something out there. McDonald's during COVID stopped the 24-hour breakfast. And I'm going to need Ocho Cinco to come out and say, we need 24-hour breakfast again.
This nigga Jeff.
Bro, I didn't that good at 5 o'clock.
Yeah. Hey, real quick before we go to the mental check. The Phoenix Suns.
You mean the Vegas Suns? We're not touching that this time. Just know it's coming.
We'll probably save that for next week so we get more details. But Jordan, your team is coming through, bro. Okay?
Vegas
Get ready for the transition, baby.
I will get season tickets. I've missed season tickets on the Raiders. I'm regretting it every day. I will get season tickets to the Suns. As a matter of fact, I'll get season tickets to any NBA team coming, bro. Matter of fact, I'm getting season tickets to any time they release season tickets. I don't care if it's T-Mobile or the arena. But man, the situation. Right. So we were talking. I was reading the article as we're going. We're talking in the beginning of the article. It kind of sounds like, oh, this is all just cap. They just want to get him out of there. They just want to get the team a different owner. They want to move to a different stadium. This all seems political. And then you really start reading it more and more and more. And I was like, yo, yeah, that dude he's sick in the head, bro. Like, I think he out of there. I think he plays so much that he believed when he was playing and thought it was appropriate. Like that shit wasn't, and now it's just. Hey,
you don't hear me asking why I can't say the word.
Right,
I know I can't say the word. That's
crazy.
I can't
that nigga said to Earl Watson, he was like, "Why does Draymond run down the court saying nigga?" Like, first of all, what? What?
This is where I sign off.
What the fuck? I'm pretty sure Draymond Green's not dribbling the ball on the court going, nigga.
No, he might.
Doing that.
He might.
But I'm pretty sure I've seen a lot of mic'd ups. He ain't been doing that.
Hey, Draymond, we know you're listening.
Yeah, Draymond, come on the pod, bro. Tell us what you really be saying on the court, my nigga. Because I know you be saying nigga sometimes, but not all the time.
Like you ain't dribbling up and down the court. Hey, nigga. Nah, he probably
literally.
Hey, nigga.
Hey, every time Steph comes back behind that screen.
Like I know Melo says fuck out of here when he gets a rebound, but come on, bro. Yeah. Like, anybody just running around the court saying nigga like that.
Oh man.
Right.
Oh my God. All right, y'all. So, mental health check. How was your last week? How are we feeling?
Tired. We even missed the
plate, Chief. I know David. He seems to probably be like a 5. Derrick Henry. He's mad at Kanye for being Kanye with his clothes. And then you know what I'm saying, he has to work.
And he hates that I love Drake.
Yeah, and he hates. Yeah, for some reason, Champagne. I know you listening too. You got to talk David and David not gonna keep that same energy when you come on the show, bro. So just when you come through, just know David gonna be like, "Oh man, Drake, man, you're cool, man." You know,
David be the realest one about it. David be like, "Why you say the same thing for 4 minutes?"
I don't know what you're talking about, boy. Drake can give you 2 verses and a hook and write somebody else. What you talking about, bro?
Saying.
Same shit over and over again. Cold again because it's cold, bro. Anyway, we want to start the week off.
Yeah, Jeff, want to go?
Hey, I'm good, man. Business is good. We're doing all right. I'm good. I'm not gonna put a number on it. I'm tired, but I'm good. Just know I'm here, and I love everything you guys got going on, especially Jordan out there. I mean, he's rolling in the new whip. So,
Right.
hey, everything's good, guys.
Yeah.
Life is good right now.
Oh man. You go,
Jordan, you want to go?
Take that background off, Jordan. We need to see the new whip, man. Come on.
Nah, he
man.
driving, bro.
He's driving.
Nah,
Yeah,
I'm not driving. Why?
Allegedly. Hey.
There you go. Hey,
Not a
special
passenger.
appearance on the pod.
I mean, that's the stat. You know, you gotta be responsible. And I had two girls, being cramped a little modest, grocery stroller, seeing Camila first hitting her on the roof. So yeah, I gotta do man and dad, man, responsibility. But yeah, man, it's good. It's nice. I mean, it's more debt trying to get out of that, but I'm good. I'll give myself an 8. You know, I'm good. We're healthy. It was a sad week. The Henry Rugg stuff was sad, but yeah, man, just stay blessed.
Cool.
Hey, it's been a good week, man. You know, I'm busy as always. It's never not. Sometimes I wish I took more time to just relax. But I'm gonna go on vacation for my birthday in a few.
Hey, make sure you play that Drake
on the 18th. You know, hey, it's crazy. Like,
Hide that shit.
Hey, you know who
Hide
put me
that
on?
shit.
You know who put me on that song? Barry put me on that song in high school. Alonzi Langstaff.
Oh yeah.
I went in the locker room. He was like, "Hey, your birthday today?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Hey, I'm about to play this song for you. It's called November 18th." And I was like, "Ain't nobody make no song about my birthday." And I was like, "Oh damn!" Like, shit, it's on. But no, man. I got the Ultra Bodies integration with Amazon and eBay, so you know, sales
Slight
numbers.
plug.
Throw
the plug in there.
Sales numbers going up. So you know, man, hopefully soon I could, you know, get us a
shop Ultra Bodies.
You'll be.
Hopefully soon I get us a studio where, you know, we could literally turn this into something like ESPN with backdrops and everything and TV screens. You know, that's my goal for us. It's been a great week this week. So, you know, but on another side note, hey, gentlemen, it is Men's Mental Health Month. Hey, coming from somebody who
is
very, very much so thought that I'm a man, like I'm strong, I don't need this. Bro, even if like counseling doesn't fix you, it's not going to fix you. It's not going to make you soft. What it does is it helps you find who you are. Okay, make sure you go find out who you are. A lot of people are living lives where they're not living for themselves, they're living for other people and the attention from other people, and that is what is causing you to fall into, you know, the ways of the things that you do. So, you know, it's not to fix you, it's not to make you soft, it's not gonna, you're not gonna show up in there and go to one session and come out and be like, hey, like you're gonna have days where you hate life. You're gonna have days where you come out there feeling a lot worse than you did going in, and it's just because you're finding out who you are. And so, you know, like, and we live in a society where, you know, we're not given the tools as kids to actually learn to explain ourselves. So we grow up, only emotions we show are anger, happiness. And so, you know, actually being able to go and truly understand like what anxiety is, what it is to have, you know, a triumphant feeling, and understanding that there are, you know, hundreds of emotions and not two, and being able to figure out like, oh, okay, right now I'm feeling anxious at the way you're making me feel. Let me, you know, take myself out of the situation versus being like, you making me feel some type of way and getting angry and lashing out on people. Right. And so just, you know, it's been a great week, but just from somebody who's going through it and almost lost it all, I just want to make sure y'all know, man, it's okay to go and get help, get checked out. It's only going to be better for you in the long run.
You want to
let's do an episode dedicated to men's mental health this month. I think that'd be cool. We could talk really dive deep into all that.
We could do it on the 18th because it's my birthday.
Hey,
let's do it.
Hey, Gabe, how you doing, man?
I'm good, man. I start my new job on Monday. You know,
okay,
so I'm excited about that. You know, make a little bit more money. Other than that, I'm just trying to plan, you know, on the side hustles, man. Trying to get back into the music, trying to, you know, figure out ways we can market and get the podcast going, you know, faster.
I'm still waiting on my verse.
Like, you know, I got endless verses for you, dog. I'm your ghostwriter, B. I got you. Endless verses, B. I'm gonna have you looking like Big Sean on what's his name. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have you looking like Big Sean when he was sitting next to Hit Boy with the crazy bars. I got you, Jeff. Yeah, man, my son's doing better in school. You know, got him situated with daycare shit now that my schedule's changing. So everything is on the up and up, man. Everything is good. I can't really complain about much. Just patiently, I just know 2022 is gonna be a great year for everybody. Us, nigga, the world, you know,
starting with the Raiders winning the
our
Super Bowl.
families, the Raiders. You know, we're gonna make the playoffs this year. Hopefully get a playoff dub. If we can get a playoff dub just to get that monkey off our back, nigga, then we could worry about a bowl, the next step.
Hey, Rams,
you
Raiders.
know what I'm saying? Well, I'm gonna pray to the Lord. As long as we get OBJ, we'll be all right. But
oh god,
yeah, man, I'm excited. I'm excited for what opportunities we got coming up, bro. Like, I'm already planning for this next year. Like, I already, you know what I'm saying? I'm already envisioning us doing fucking, shows somewhere, doing a location show, collabing with other podcasts, getting the merch out, eventually to doing live shows. Obviously we still have to build up our audience and stuff like that, but we're going to do that. And it's going to come organically, and fucking, I'm just generally excited, bro, about everything.
Hey, I got a question for all you guys in.
What?
You just brought it up. What does it take for our fans to get on the pod?
Ooh.
To get on the pod?
What if our fans want to spend like 5 minutes on the pod? What does it take for a fan to get on the pod?
I'm gonna say they gotta market themselves. Like, if they can market themselves on why, like, tell them to send us a DM, tell them to send us a like a short video, 1 or 2 minutes of just like, hey,
I have a topic we want to talk about, yeah.
And if they have a topic, let's bring them on. Like,
mm-hmm.
Bring the topic with you and be ready.
Exactly.
Give us a snippet of the topic. If it's good enough, you're on. Is that what we're saying?
That's what we do.
Yep.
That's what we do.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Okay.
And we can also do questions too. Like, we can have people ask questions in the, leave questions in the YouTube, leave questions on the Twitter, leave questions anywhere. We'll answer them on the show.
Hey, but I'm telling you, December 9th, the Sony the A7 IV is coming out, and it has a direct live feed, so we could do like our shows live.
That's a camera?
Yeah, I could delay it 10 minutes so that way we actually get started. And what they see is 10 minutes behind. But when they feed in questions and stuff, it comes to us now. So we have the ability to get ready. So that way when we get around to it, we can let them know.
Okay. That's dope. That's
so everybody just know the pod is upgrading.
The pod is upgrading.
We're on the way up, baby.
Upgrading. And then everything that we got planned, it sounds like it's going to be a lot more than once a week. So y'all subscribe and tune in.
Facts, for real.
We're going to have to split this up to a pod that can use the word and a pod that can't use the word.
Yeah, hey, and we taking a family trip in the Atlas soon, bro.
Right.
Wifey, we got the gas. Jay, it's all good.
All right. Sign us off, Gabe. Sign us off, man.
All right, well, that's another episode of the Man U podcast. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's hosted except David, I think, so far. David, where you at, Mr. Dior?
Scoot got to get one in too,
baby. Scoot, you do got to get one in too. I think he did one.